This MACD momentum oscillator on the Bitcoin weekly chart should have anybody watching crypto, bull or bear, kind of shivering. This is a all-time high setup. This is a macro reversal momentum change that is happening right now. Bitcoin on the daily hitting resistance. I want to discuss what needs to happen for the bulls to continue this uptrend towards all-time highs in the very short term. But what does resistance look like right here? Even going into this weekend, what happens if Bitcoin bulls fail in the short term? What's the downside look like? I want to look at the targets. I'll show you exact targets. But in this video, I'm going to take a piece of S&P 500 data. You won't even guess where this fractal is from, but we're going to chart it and we're going to apply that to the Bitcoin cycle. We're going to talk about it. Hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in. Let's jump into the video. So I do want to start with this data because if you've been watching my channel, we've been talking a lot about just kind of previous bottoming out areas, right? Here's COVID. Here's 2018, the tariff fear there, just talking about the similarities. Even just as far as crypto is concerned, if you go to the Bitcoin charts, talking about the August 2024 bottoming out. We've been talking about that. But there's 1998 data that I want to just discuss, and then we can really get into the price action of Bitcoin and talk about targets and all that. I saw this post on X. The current equity correction is tracking almost perfectly with what we saw back in 98. When markets got hit by the Russian debt default and the LTCM hedge fund blowup. 97% correlated. When sentiment gets max bearish and positioning is extremely one-sided, just as liquidity conditions start to improve, which then feeds through into the economic data with a lag, the market scrambles to reprice. That's often where V-shaped recoveries are born. So he's looking back at this move, and this is really 1996, 97, 90, into that 1998 capitulation. And it is crazy. When I went over here, and I'm going to zoom all the way out, I took the fractal and I placed it on the chart. I know I'm way zoomed out. I know there's a lot of mess on the chart, but bear with me. Let's take a fractal from that move back here. And this is really starting in like 1996. And we're going to take it to the high. And we're just going to bring it over here. And we're going to put that 1998 capitulation, we're going to overlay it onto our chart. Just look at this. Look at the similarity of the market structure, the market uptrend, and even this capitulation right now. Put aside market conditions, put aside any similarities there. We have this green line. This is kind of like quantitative tightening is getting ready to slow down. This is what's happening right now in real time. Fed monetary policy pivoting in a very bullish fashion for risk on assets. Put that aside. Just look at this chart. If you're a crypto holder, what happens if this plays out? What do you think Bitcoin and risk on assets and crypto, what do you think they're going to be doing? Likely bringing in all of these other things that we've been discussing, even gold potentially starting to consolidate on the macro, which has kicked off, we saw last cycle, kicked off the last bull run for crypto. The question is, with this visual exercise, are we ready for something like this? Because there are many factors in play right now that could contribute to this happening. And I think that is a very important thing to ask as we look at this chart. On the fear and volatility index, we've been looking at these previous moves. 2020, this is what the fear index looked like from a bottom perspective. Bottoming out, markets bottoming out here in August, markets bottoming out here in 1998 or in 2018. But then you look back and check it out. There's that move. Very similar. What if the bottom is in? What if crypto's about to go much higher? Let's go to the Bitcoin weekly, and then I'll zoom in, start talking about the kind of short-term price action. A lot of volatility might be there. The MACD looking just so nice from a visual perspective of what is occurring right now. And we had a very similar thing happening back here. The August 2024 bottoming out was happening right here. Notice the MACD line still needed to pivot to the upside. We still needed to get that MACD crossing above the signal line. That didn't happen until October. So right now, we're still waiting for that move, the MACD crossing that red signal line. But this uptrend is beginning. You can even see the histogram getting very close to zero. This is incredibly bullish, especially as we have right now this RSI, the slower moving momentum oscillator, breaking above this trend line. Notice what happened back here in the last bottoming out. Same exact thing. And we've seen this happen many times on this weekly chart. But if we go back to the weekly chart, though, just from a price perspective, is very important to point this out as we start pivoting into the daily and start understanding there could be some volatility even to the downside right now. We have this 20-week, this weekly close above the 20-week moving average, and we had something similar at this point last bottoming out area, right? This 20-week moving average. But just notice, it took some time and downside. This is a weekly, but you can see that downside even falling below the 20-week moving average before actually breaking out truly. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because we're about to kind of visualize that on the daily. This might get choppy on the weekly. This is a great first move, and if we can just continue to see weekly candle closes above the 20-week, that's exactly what we want to see. But we go to the daily, and it's kind of like, all right, now there's some warning. And we even have a bit of warning compared to this time last cycle, or not last cycle, but last bottoming out move before the move to all-time high. That is this. You see this 20 crossing above the 50 and now crossing above the 200-day moving average. This move just happening right now. Well, that move occurring back here, right? You see Bitcoin was kind of topping out at that moment. If we actually look at the momentum oscillator, the RSI for Bitcoin on this daily chart, just look at Bitcoin at a very similar area on the RSI into overbought as it was at this kind of similar moment in October 2024. You can see it right here, right? So if I look at the price chart again, the similarities are we have the 20 just crossing above the 50. We have a really nice move, Bitcoin trying to really break out, but it's failing at a Fibonacci. So we're right now at a very similar Fibonacci. That is to say, swing high to swing low, that green channel, some short-term consolidation, failure to break out, and now swing high to swing low, some short-term resistance right here at this moment. So we could absolutely start falling. I mean, maybe we make a run to $101,000 or so, but you can just see how it is very much in play that Bitcoin now consolidates. We could have a week of just, man, we're failing, we're going back down. We're revisiting, somewhere down here at the 20-day moving average. Right now, it's currently around 90. Confluent with that is around is the 200-day around 90,000, and then we have the 50-day moving average that's currently right at 86. So just this entire move could just kind of like flatten out. These moving averages can flatten out if Bitcoin makes a move to the lower 90s into this general area. It's just something that I think is a good idea to prepare for, because right now it's been a very nice move to exit the bottoming out that has happened, but we all know it's not like the moves always just keep going and they never stop. Oftentimes it's just boom, choppy, higher highs, higher lows, and who knows what that will look like. Now, to the upside, let's just call it for what it is and what it looks like on the screen. We're in the resistance territory right now. We're in the resistance channel right now. So it's 95,000 to around $101,000. Bitcoin's at 97,000. It would be phenomenal to see Bitcoin just continue just trending up towards the upper end of this area. But even if that's happening, we still have to exit this range. We just looked at it. Bitcoin failed to exit that range at this moment in October 2024. It took some days of consolidation back down, and then it attempted again. It broke out, and then it tested the range. So this was like kind of like almost a multi-week move to escape the range. And then we got the explosive move, right? So it's not so necessary that Bitcoin just gets the explosive move now. It might be a little bit of a struggle, right? But we're getting close. And this is the trend that we want to see. And it just all starts right here with this move. So all in all, everybody, for me, it's just a matter of zooming out, noticing and realizing the macro long-term move that could be really playing out right now. We've waited years for this. But at the same time, on the short term, just anticipating that it could be choppy, right? There's never really been a time where it's just been Bitcoin up only, green candle after green candle after green candle. It's always, even if you zoom out on a chart, it looks like it's up only, but there's a story involved there, right? There's red candles sprinkled throughout. So that's what I'm watching on the short term, just anticipating all scenarios, but mainly watching resistance up to around $100,000. If Bitcoin could break that area and even start closing daily candles above that area, then it's time to start talking about all-time highs. Really start talking about all-time highs. So, and by the way, and that's not far above 101,000. So those are my thoughts today as we go into this weekend. Prepare for it all. Let's see what crypto does. But as you can see, I think if you zoom out on all these charts, one thing is clear. It's looking like Bitcoin has consolidated very nicely and the bulls have some momentum. Hit the subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, please turn notifications on. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.